Alrighty. So this is going to be a reading for my Capricorns. Thank you so much for joining me here on my YouTube channel. This is going to be for April 1st through the 15th. And this is going to be a what you're not expecting to happen forecast. Now, keep in mind this reading is to kind of pinpoint the energies you may encounter. This is going to be kind of like a heads up reading so that you don't go into the month of April surprised. Okay, so everything I say is not going to be specifically for you. I wouldn't take everything super personal. Understand that the messages that are for you, you will know. Okay, and definitely make sure you guys are taking advantage of our 5-question reading sale for 2222. I am extending it due to the fact that there is a lot going on in the world, okay? And if you're somebody who's needing some full clarity, it's definitely accessible to you if you are someone who wants to take advantage of it. So check that out. And let's go ahead and talk about what exactly is going on with my Capricorns, okay? So, first thing I want to talk about in regards to what you're not expecting to happen. For a lot of you, your relationship is going to be the main focal point. For a lot of you, you may be realizing that your partner is more down for you than what you really thought. And also for some of you, you're really going to have to be supportive of each other in a mental sense. There may be instances where you and your partner may be just really frazzled mentally, and you could be feeling as if like right now you guys both need each other. Like, this is what I'm getting, both needing each other. Also, if you are single, you may be realizing that the partnerships or the people that you were being loyal to did not deserve it. Okay, these are people who didn't really realize your worth, people who kind of took advantage of the fact that you were somebody who was willing to make things work, and, you know, kind of took your kindness for a weakness, and you're starting to realize that. Especially during the month of April, you will have somebody try to come out of the blue who you have not spoken to in a while, who you've been isolated from, who you've been just trying to keep to yourself from. This person may be just showing back up, and this is somebody who you had an imbalanced relationship with. Okay, this is somebody who, you know, maybe you were carrying the grunt of the relationship as far as effort, money, and loyalty as well. Okay, there may have been some imbalances in those arenas. This, for some of you, this is somebody who you were married to or somebody who you may have even lived with, and it was just that serious of a connection. Others of you, this is somebody who you thought you were going to, you know, possibly marry one day and have that happily ever after. But you may have had to stand your ground in regards to how you were feeling. And also, there just may have been an instance where you just didn't know which way to move with this connection, just moving forward. Okay. Some of you are going to have issues with being alone during this time frame. With everything that's going on in the world, I'm not going to say the word, guys. So if I say with everything going on in the world, you guys know what I'm talking about when I say that. But with the solitude card in reverse, you may not have the opportunity to really self-isolate because you may be somebody who works in an essential job. So with you wanting to take time for yourself, there may be an issue with that. And this may be throwing you off balance as well, especially if you are somebody who's like, look, I have a whole family at home. I have kids and stuff like that, and I don't want to get them sick, or I don't have nobody to watch them. And for a lot of you, you may have to, you know, stand your ground and be like, look, I don't want to come into work. Okay. But you guys may be a little scared in regards to like how that may affect you financially as well. Let's keep pulling some cards. Let's see. Capricorns for April 1st through the 15th. Capricorns for April 1st through the 15th. I'm going to take these. Yeah, there's going to be some sort of random wake-up call that comes in during the month of April. This wake-up call may be that it's time for you to move on from things that you keep allowing yourself to get caught up in. This could be drama, barking up the wrong tree, or even allowing other people to bark up your tree, okay? Some of you also, you will be making a final decision, again, through a wake-up call, that it's time for you to move on from possibly a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, maybe even a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody also, this is for some of you, somebody also may, like I said, get back in contact with you, but this is going to put you in a space of being very uncertain because it's just going to come really out of the blue. And this is going to be like, well, what do you really want? Especially if this person is coming at you super aggressive. Okay. Yeah, this looks like an Aries, maybe even a Taurus for some of you. Yeah. Some of you, you may have a boss who's making you feel like you're trapped to your job, like not in the way that you want to be. Like you can't make any sort of movements, or you can't, really function at your job because you may feel as if your boss may also be kind of negative as well during this time frame. For some of you, you may also realize that somebody may be trying to control you through like black magic. So be careful if you know somebody or you've dated somebody who's into that type of stuff and you're noticing that there's like this certain pull that you have to this person, but it's not in a healthy sense where it's like you don't want to be with the person, but you still feel compelled to, reach out to them or even entertain it. This may be some spiritual work that's, being placed on you so that somebody can have full control over you on an emotional level. So any love opportunities that may come in during this time frame, whether it's new or old, be cautious of what you're getting yourself into, especially if you're not wanting something that's more of a friends with benefits type of situation, because you may put yourself into one of those unknowingly. Capricorns for April 1st through the 15th. Capricorns for April 1st through the 15th, please. What are some things that they're not expecting to happen that may actually take place during this time frame? Some of you guys may be feeling less than inspired during this time frame because you may be feeling like it's just too much going on. Mentally, you feel like you may be just not in the best place, okay? Some of you, you may be wanting to actually like relocate, and you may be making plans to relocate later on this year. Especially if you feel like the area that you're at right now makes you feel confined to some old situations. So, for instance, a side of town that you may be living in, your ex may live there. Somebody who you may have, had kids with, whole 9 yards. There could be a need or a want for you to kind of get away from this individual or even that side of town. What else? For some of you, no. For some of you, if you have a show-offy child or something like that, they may go to jail, and this may kind of stress you the hell out. So if you have a child that's like very rebellious and likes to do whatever they'd like to do sometimes, and make decisions that aren't really in alignment, they may actually go to jail during this time frame, especially if they're showing their ass like with police. Some of you mentally, you just feel like you just don't know what the fuck to do, and this is just putting you in a space of just wanting to freak out, high key, okay? For some of you also, you may be realizing that either the person you're dating or you may not be into a more traditional kind of relationship. You may be wanting to not really be married per se, but work towards building more of a friendship. Especially if you're an older person and you were married before, you may be feeling like marriage is more of a control thing, and you may be realizing that maybe you don't want something super, super serious at the stage that you're at because of the fact that you've gone through heartache in the past, okay? Also, some of you could be dating somebody and feeling like their wife is controlling them, especially if they are separated, and feeling like that's messing with your connection with this person. But I'm going to stop right here. Thank you so much, Capricorns, for watching this. I hope that I was able to give you some sort of guidance or clarity. If I was, please make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss my readings. And again, take advantage of the 5-question reading for 2222 while it's still around. And yes, I will talk to you in the next one.